19.
43. Exit. Under 10. 10. Kill.
From the 35 on second down, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out.
58.
Check. 43.
Slant.
Rodgers now on first down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bandit. Slam. Check out, read.
Zoom.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hatchet.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That his first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Hey, check right.
Hey, zoom.
34 is the mic. Here we go. 34 is the mic. He's coming. Check in. Watch the out.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 22.
First and 10 at the 18.
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4 at the 12-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Here's Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first and 10, it's Lindsay. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll go down at the 28. Calling the gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Kill. Turn up.
Back north.
Turn up.
Hey, high 7.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the dual threat man. This is DJ Foster. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And an alley to run. 20. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Watch the pass.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Safe. Wipe out. Slam. Check.
Here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. The final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 1st down, it's Lindsey. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Foster. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Ready, set.
First down.
Check my 21. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Get it.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Okay, Brady, I'm
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now it's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
That's it, Brady. We go work.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
All right. Mike's 43. And here we go. Watch the pass.
Back north.
Watch twist.
Box it.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Look at this.
Rodgers going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
88.
That's good.
Alpha.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A first down carry for Foster. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. 43 at the mark.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 35 on second down, Rodgers, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Martin, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 26-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Hey, Delta.
Now Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Rodgers now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Kevin White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer.
Here we go. 50, plant.
65, 65, 65.
Hey, wahoo!
Check back 21, check back 21. Bring it.
Now.
They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
Come to 50. Hey, you block over here.
From the 17, Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Check pass.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. That actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Rodgers again now. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right? He can beat you with the big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in.
And he is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety, and the game is over. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play.
Honey, I dash, got it on